Hi, and welcome to LB0 Fox India Norwegian Ham Ventures. I'm Morten, LB0 Fox India. Have you been wondering on how you should afford to get a radio with a full Bluetooth open TNC? Because pretty much the only alternative has been the Kenwood D74 and D75, and let's be honest, they're not exactly cheap. But in from the sideline the last 6 months or so comes this little radio, the VGC VR-N76. It's a Chinese radio from a company called Vero Global Communications, I think it is. And this little thing has APRS, it has Bluetooth. It's a relatively good radio, but I'm not going to talk about any of those things. Or I'm going to talk about one of those things, actually. I'm going to talk about it as a TNC. Because the rest of the internet has made a gazillion videos on this radio. So I'm going to look into this TNC and see if we can actually check our Winlink email with this radio and this phone. So hang on and we'll get going. And just so we're being completely transparent and open here, this radio is sponsored by AliExpress, and I got a deal with AliExpress and they let me pick stuff to review. And this VGC has been on my list for a while because it's an intriguing little radio. It's a radio at a relatively good price point. At the time of recording, you can get this at somewhere between $160 and $200 over on AliExpress. There is an affiliate link down below, and there are some discount codes as well. And if you haven't heard about AliExpress, it's an online marketplace where you can get pretty much anything. You can get the cheap stuff, the more expensive stuff, the in-the-middle stuff, the bad stuff, the good stuff, the really good stuff, and the in-between stuff. You can pretty much get anything you can think of over at AliExpress. But I like using AliExpress for ham radio gear because, well, who doesn't like to save a little bit on ham radio gear? But let's go over to the workbench, take a look at the radio here, and see if we can get it going as a TNC and use radio mail on the iPhone to actually check my Winlink email. So what we got here is the radio, and we got my iPhone, and this is a Bluetooth TNC, so there are no cables needed. But first of all, let's take a look at the radio side here, and I hope the camera picks this up relatively good. So we're going to press the menu here. We're going to go into General Settings. I'm just going to go down here to where it says KISS TNC. And you can see that KISS TNC is enabled here. At least I hope you can see. If not, just trust me. And that's the only thing I needed to do in order to get this working. And as you can see, we're in the radio mail here, and I'm just going to adjust the volume here so you can actually see what's going on. We're going to press the envelope here, and you can see I've already chosen a server here. What we need to do though is just to make sure that we're connected to the radio. So let's go into the settings, go to the Packet KISS TNC modem. You can see that the default TNC is the VR-N76. And we should actually be good now, so let's see if we can make it work. Press the envelope, press connect. We're connected to the device, and you can see the device running here and hear the packet sounds. And we're done. No new Winlink emails. That's how easy you use the radio and your iPhone to check your Winlink email. You can also use this for APRS, either if it's the APRS.fi app on the iPhone or the APRS Droid app on Android. Works just as well. I actually had some plans on making a long and deep walkthrough on how to use this, but as you saw, there's no need for it. It simply just works. And that kind of blows me away from a mid-priced Chinese HT here. This isn't a top-tier Kenwood, Yaesu, or ICOM. This is a $150 to $200 Chinese radio. I gotta say, I'm impressed. And if you want to know more about this radio, there are several videos out on the internet and on YouTube on this radio. So there's not really any use for me and go into detail how it works as a radio or anything, because you can find that everywhere. I just wanted to show you how easy you can use Winlink on the road with this. And I enjoy Winlink, and I want Winlink to be as simple as possible. And I made several videos on Winlink. But this is by far the easiest connection I made to Winlink. No cables, no external TNC, no digirig, just a phone and a radio. I'm just blown away what you get for this price. So once again, thank you AliExpress for sponsoring me with this radio and letting me try it out. There are affiliate links down below to this radio if you want to check it out further and see if it's anything for you. I guess that's it for now. See you guys down the bands. See you in my next video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and even give me a thumbs down if you didn't like this video. That also helps the algorithm, strangely enough. See you guys, 7-3.